When my father retired, his company threw a banquet and gifted him a luxury watch. When I retired from the military, my hometown gave me a coupon for free coffee. When I didn't smile, the mayor said, "You should be thankful you came back at all." I took a photo with the coupon and mailed it to the base, along with my resignation letter. 2 weeks later, the city found out who donated the new Veterans Housing Complex. My name's Owen. I'm 28. Spent 6 years in the Marines, deployed twice to places I still can't talk about in detail. Came home with a limp that acts up when it rains and tinnitus that sounds like a constant high-pitched whine in my left ear. My dad worked for the same insurance firm for 30 years. Same cubicle, same coffee mug, same commute. When he retired last year, they rented out the ballroom at the Hilton downtown. 200 people showed up. His boss gave a speech about dedication and loyalty. They presented him with a Rolex Submariner in a wooden box. Everyone stood and clapped for 5 minutes straight. When I retired at 26, medically discharged after an IED in Helmand Province took out half my hearing and shredded the nerves in my right leg, my hometown decided to throw me a welcome home event. They held it at the VFW Hall on a Tuesday afternoon. Maybe 40 people showed up, mostly older vets from Vietnam and Korea who always showed up to these things. My parents were there. My younger brother texted that he had work. The mayor stood at a folding table with a microphone that kept cutting out. He read from index cards about service and sacrifice, stumbling over words like deployment and mispronouncing Helmand as Helmet Province. Then he smiled, reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out a laminated card. "On behalf of the town council," he said, "we'd like to present you with this token of our appreciation." It was a coupon. 1 free coffee at Rosie's Diner downtown. The same diner that gives veterans 10% off anyway. I just stood there, staring at this flimsy piece of laminated paper in my hand, while a local reporter snapped photos. The mayor must have seen something on my face because he leaned in close, still smiling for the camera, and said under his breath, "You should be thankful you came back at all." Some guys didn't. I felt my jaw tighten. Nodded once, didn't say a word. I pulled out my phone, held up the coupon next to my face, and took a selfie. The mayor thought I was being grateful. He patted my shoulder and moved on to shake hands with the VFW guys. I walked out 10 minutes later, didn't touch the sheet cake, didn't stick around for the raffle. That night, I sat in my apartment staring at that photo on my phone, me holding a coffee coupon with a forced smile. Behind me, you could see the mayor grinning like he'd just done something meaningful. I opened my laptop and scanned the photo, attached it to an email addressed to my old commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Briggs. Subject line, hometown hero treatment. Body of the email. This is what 6 years and a Purple Heart gets you. Then I opened a second email. This one went to the County Veterans Committee, the one I'd been volunteering with for 8 months, helping guys navigate the VA system and find housing. I wrote one sentence. Effective immediately. I resigned from this committee. Clicked send on both. Then I opened my banking app and looked at the account I hadn't touched in 2 years. My grandmother's inheritance. She passed right before my second deployment and left everything to me. $2.3 million from the sale of her property upstate. I've been sitting on it, trying to figure out what she'd want me to do with it. Now I knew. I called a lawyer I'd met at the VA, told him I wanted to set up an anonymous donation. All of it. Affordable housing for homeless veterans. 20 units, fully furnished, caseworkers on site. He asked if I was sure. I said yes. 2 weeks later, my phone started buzzing at 6 a.m. Text from my dad. "Did you see the news?" I opened the local paper's website. Headline, Mystery Donor Funds 2.3 NM Veterans Housing Complex. Below it, a photo of the mayor at a press conference taking credit for bringing this incredible project to fruition through community partnerships. My phone rang. Unknown number. I let it go to voicemail. It was the mayor. His voice was tight, careful. "Owen, we need to talk about this housing project. There are some questions about the donor, and I thought perhaps you might..." I deleted it halfway through. My phone buzzed again. This time, a text from Lieutenant Colonel Briggs. "I got your email, and I saw the news. Well played, Marine." I looked at the framed photo on my wall. Me holding that coffee coupon, fake smile plastered on. Right next to it, I hung the deed to the property. 20 units. Opening in 6 months. The mayor called 4 more times that day. I never picked up.